Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to do pretty much a Hive website parsing, which means that we're going to have a multiple clients, and we'll have a server. So as you can see here, I'm currently running on the DigitalOcean, and I have here my Overlord running, which pretty much a Python request server that what was this thing? Python request server that does request handling and task giving to my Hive. So what we're going to do is that we're going to create our Hive. So already, then I'm going to go to images. As you can see, there is larva. There's San Francisco larva image, and we're going to restore from this image over 40 machines in the DigitalOcean using DigitalOcean Python DigitalOcean API, and it's actually open source GitHub project, so it's called Python DigitalOcean. Oh shit! Sorry for that. Fuck my phone. Anyway, so we're gonna do that right now. And here's my code, for example, and I have here. So getting my token from my local environment, which you generate in DigitalOcean. They're called zerglings because that's what will come out Lava, and it's just simple 512 megabyte droplet, so nothing really major. So let's do the script. And we're just going to shift that here. Click on to MNSI. We're going to do 42 there because 42 and shit. We're going to do create pool. Yep. And here's slowly creating. And we'll slowly start to be able to see over here requests coming from the zerglings as soon as they'll start. Let's look in our droplets. So here they are, slowly starting. They take generally 60 seconds per droplet, so within the next couple of minutes, they'll all slowly start up. And we'll see pretty much progress on here because as soon as they'll start up, they will do request. So it's created all of the zerglings. So let's see. Actually, we can just do it simply here. Droplet status. Remember to get pool status. Get droplet status. And here's we can get a printout. Oh, so they're all still creating. And they're still creating. And they're still creating. That's a couple of minutes to create. Although, it's not too bad since we're making 42 of them. Oh, thank you. Hopefully, DigitalOcean is going to ban me for such amount of droplets. Oh, here's the first two ones are starting up. And as soon as I start up, we should be able to see requests here. So here's first two machines. And you can see they're already starting to get tasks. And some of them already returning given tasks, which they're not very I haven't finished fully the thing, so it's not very descriptive about the thing. We can see that DigitalOcean created them as well. So it's gonna email me 42 emails about the fact that it created all my droplets. Okay, let's have a quick check again. How many of them is starting up? Okay, we have 3 active, which is pretty much what's happening down there. I don't hide my IP address down there because they'll be destroyed as soon as I will finish with them. Still only 3 active, so it'll take a bit of time. But we already have 3 droplets running the data, which is quite cool. Yeah. That's 30 seconds. They're all created in San Francisco because that's it's probably the most reliable for me place to create VMs. Last time I tried in Singapore, there was total failure. Okay, here we go. Here's another one of them finished already data, and it's getting new. It's getting new pool, new task. Yeah, follow here. Yeah. They take longer than I expected to create. I hope I'm not going to get emails from DigitalOcean like, "What are you doing with our service?" Yeah, there's still approximately 30 seconds to go. Oh, yep. Here's a new IP address. Just went up. Here's a and more IP addresses, and as you can see, all of them really quickly start up. And I've got emails about that. As you can see, 9 new emails. So half of them started up. Probably take a bit of long time because IP address resolution issue. So half of them are starting up, and so here's a couple of them already finished their tasks. And let's actually just quickly go and look at. Here's another 4 started up, and we should be able to see them shortly in our task list to create as well. So we have total of 16 machines already running. Whoops. Another one of them started up. Ugh, bloody. Here's one of them already returned the data. There's already a few of them returned the data, and later I'll finish. I'll add the statistics so you can see how many of them actually have the data. Wow, quite well. So they take a bit more time than I expected. It's 42 virtual machines. So let's just give it a couple of more minutes. Let's see our traffic and Overlord. Again, you will see here IP address. I don't really care about this fact because as soon as I'll finish it, all this will be destroyed. And so we do current. So as you can see, speed increased in amount of that up to 2 megabytes, and it's just going slowly for hours. A lot of them is finishing their work. Oh, there's more of them started up. Here's a new tasks, as you can see, starting to go through. And we can see that more than half of them already started. And they should be definitely increasing amount of. Actually, let's look at, like, for instance, Dog League 1. So this is one of the first VMs that were created, and we can look at, is another 7 of the droplets were started. And if we look at history, or graph, sorry. So woo! So it's doing 5 megabits per second, which is quite cool. Later I'll move all of this, and it's only taking 2% of the CPU. I should probably put the like pi calculation, something like this. Yeah, it doesn't write anything to disk because it does. It just simply gets the stuff, and then as soon as it finishes, it sends back to the Overlord. So there's a few of them that's still not started. And it's successfully, as you can see, returning data from different hosts. There's another 3 droplets started. How long we've been online? There's no like timer here, isn't it? Actually. Well, okay, let's look back here. And here we have only a few machines that are not running, and it looks like they're slowly starting up as well. Although it's quite cool that the fact that you can deploy so many VMs with the DigitalOcean API, and probably that's why people like them. So 104, 192, 45. This one's 3 finished tasks as well. Let's see how this one's going. Okay, we have two VMs that are not started, and look, wow, whoa, here they're coming. They all started up, and I'll probably will hear another email in a second. There's only 2 VMs that are not started yet. Here's 10 other machines. Come on, community. So we currently just detached from the call it Overlord server running. So if we actually go to server and we do cache, as you can see, this is all the stuff that cached, and this is the tasks that they finished. And so there's 98 tasks already finished, and they're 250 requests each, and so that's So there are approximately 25,000 requests already finished. In total, we'll have to make 100,000 requests. And so we can pretty much just go and back and check, just zoom the screen and see how that's going to continuing. As you can see, this thing is all running. Sweden, and they're quite quickly doing this thing. So all of them are running. They're quite quickly doing it. Command A, Command A, B, so wait the attached. But to VC minus L, 136. That's pretty good. So that's nearly, so minus L, 138. Well, those last two emails. I mean, 44 emails. I mean, that's just lovely, isn't it? So we're just gonna remove them from here. Oh, bugger off. Tick, 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 tick. This is not the end, guys. There you go. So they'll be all active right now. Yeah, they're all active. So we can pretty much just wait till this thing will finish. And let's just see how far we are. 179. So probably within the next 5 minutes we should be finishing. Although they are, you know, quite quick. Hopefully it will not be bad. So let's see. Let's see how our VM how they're running. Graphs. The bandwidth. Yeah, 4 megabytes per second. 4 megabits per second. So. So we're currently running about 200 megabits per second on Steam Steam store servers. Not too bad. It's a lot of data coming back. 218, so we're halfway through. Yeah. So pretty much, they're doing 250 requests per tasks, and that will probably should take them a minute each. So they should finish. Wow, just 2,500. So it's 5-10 minutes. 222, 223. So while we're doing this, probably I should explain a bit about the DigitalOcean API. So I just so if we're gonna go to GitHub and Python DigitalOcean. So there's a project, Python DigitalOcean, and I use that. So there's a lot of it. There's a couple few instructions about how to create droplets. It didn't work for me originally, so I tried other ones, but this is the only working Python library for working with DigitalOcean pretty much. And I'm using Manager for getting any information about VMs, and then all other ones. Yeah, I keep my token in my local variables because that's just way easier to access, and it's always there, and I can just simply import it this way. So for creating one, like just generating names, which is using a prefix, which are called Zerglings, because doing Zerg on Steam, and just do index integer, and so you pretty much have to pass token, your API token, name, region, in which one you want to get your VMs, which is quite cool because you can pretty much just do do dot just do dot get. Oh, sorry, it's not do it's manager. Yeah, dot get all regions, and return you regions is in form of DigitalOcean region objects, that's why you just have to use simply Python generator region dot name, I think, for region. That will, yeah. So this is the name that you have, region dot ad. Is it? Let's do one. And see what's. Okay, that wasn't helpful. Let's put okay, I see. ID, no? It's sizes. So here we can see what sizes we can use. Put slug. Oh, okay, slug. So if we go back here, we can just simply get some ID called slug. I don't know what it stands for. So here's all of the slugs we can do. We pass them there. In form of the images, we can do the same thing. Already did it with images. So here's all images, and then here's the names. And for instance, all of these ones are the standard ones, standard images that you can get from DigitalOcean, and a couple of them. So here's my ones. So pretty much what you can do is, but like what the problem is that if you're doing this, then you need the ID, and that's why you need to set up them as ID if it's your own one. So this is why it's really helpful to have Python generators. Oh wait, what am I doing? Here we have all of the images names and their IDs, and so I just use this ID for building this thing. Size slug, so you have 512, 1 GB, 2 GB. You can find it out later. And I'm just enabling private network, even if I haven't used in this current situation. But we're actually quite really close. But private networking is quite helpful because it's pretty much you can lock your machines just within your range, and not allow anyone to see the traffic within your machines. So that's and then so that's how you initialize a new droplet, and then you say to create that. When I want so droplet status is the same thing you can do for droplet in manager get all droplets, and then you do and then I'm just checking if the prefix in the name of the droplet. So I will work just with droplets for the current video, and then I'm just printing out its name and its status. And for destroy, the same thing is here. It's worked pretty well for me, but you have to kind of make it pretty unique name, so you don't accidentally destroy machines that you should not destroy. Actually, I can see here that since there's so many requests, probably most of the VMs already finished the work, the success data, and so in a second they should be. So last machines will return their tasks, and we'll be able to see the export of this. So here's his success data. Yeah, it's not the greatest, way to view the stuff. So they all, you see, as you can see, they keep doing requests, but all failing. And so there's last couple of requests, and they should be exported in a second. Here's the last one. Hop, still getting some of the data. They'll do even more. Success data. Another success data. More success data. Yeah, I should probably fix that up in next release. Success data. We'll finish soon. Well, we don't actually have to pretty much look after it. It's because actually, let's look how many of them here. CWO. Oh, actually, that's actually just finished. So if we just do less, issues haven't finished yet. There's actually one request it's waiting for. Unanswered because it's 400. Yeah. So here's it's exported games. So we just do. So thankfully, Python has simple H. Sorry. And so we're just gonna quickly see what's config. We'll run the thing. Import 8000. Download our thing. And there's 132,518 lines. So you can see this is all of the games, and here's the names and application ID they're working with, and etc. Okay, and since we're finished with this thing, what we're doing is we do destroy pull, and it's going to quickly run and destroy all of the Zerglings that we have. And while it's doing, we're just going to shift it this way, and we're going to do it this way. We'll be able to see that on here in droplets, going to be see it as here they keep dying. Yep. So theoretically they're all destroyed. Digital Ocean take a bit of, well, here's last 4 of them. And boom. So here they're all dead. So yeah, as you can see, it took only 10 minutes to brute force the entire Steam. And yeah. Thank you for watching, I guess. And yeah. I'll post the link to the repository in the description.